Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bakersfield College Renegade Virtual Fitness. I'm Casey Babcock, and we're going to close out our week today with a little bit of yoga. We're going to go for about 40-45 minutes, finding a nice flow, getting some stretching in. So just ending the week on that positive note. So grab that mat, grab plenty of water, and we're going to get started here in about 30 seconds into this Friday flow. You've got that mat. You just want to be at the back of the mat. We're going to have those feet about shoulder width apart, rolling the shoulders back, opening the palms. You want to find a nice strong stance. Drawing those hips forward, pulling in that tailbone. Chest is high, shoulders are back. We're just going to close the eyes, taking in a few breaths. Finding a nice strong inhale in. That cleansing exhale out. And we inhale in. And exhale out. Inhaling in. Exhale out. Here with the palms open, we're going to inhale the arms up, stretching the fingers high to the sky, elongating the spine. Dropping the arms down, palms facing up, bring them up. Palm back down. One more time, bringing those arms up, stretching the fingers high, elongating that spine, feeling that stretch. Looking up to those palms, that left palm staying up. We're going to drop that right to the right thigh, tipping that left palm up and over the head, elongating that left side of the torso. Drawing that right arm up. Looking up at that right palm, let's drop that left, stretching that right palm to the left side. Drawing that left arm up, stretching those fingers high. We're going to find a forward fold, bringing those palms down to the mat. Letting the spine relax, finding a little stretch, drawing the palms to the opposite elbow, just letting the arms hang. Find a sway right to left. Releasing those elbows, bringing the palms to the mat. We're going to walk these palms over to the right side, looking through that right arm. Walking those palms back towards center. We take them to that left side, looking through that left arm. And again, palms to center. From here, we're going to plant the hands, walking the hands forward, dropping to the knees. Continue dropping the hips and the chest. The flats of the feet are on that mat. We're gonna plant those palms, elbows tight on the body. Those palms are in line with that chest. We're just gonna slightly lift the chest and top ribs, finding a low cobra, taking a hold. Dropping the chest down. Again, pushing through the palms, finding that low cobra. That chest and top ribs are off the mat. And we can bring it back down. Pushing through the palms again, lifting the chest and top ribs. From this low cobra, pressing through the base of the palms, extending those arms, finding our full cobra. Feeling that through the lower back, taking a hold. Keep that weight to the base of the palms. We're going to draw the hips up, pushing them back, finding that narrow child's pose. We're going to take a pause in this child's pose, gathering our breath, letting the hips rest back onto the legs, and stretch forward, relaxing the spine, relaxing the neck. We can let the head rest on the mat. With the forehead on the mat, we can roll the head from right to left, adding a slight pressure to that forehead. Keeping the head on the mat, we're going to swoop the hands back towards the ankles, palms are faced up. Pushing slightly forward to the crown of the head, and we hold. Pushing back those hips, bringing those hands forward. Again, we find that child's pose. Raising the hips. We're going to come into our tabletop. Put the ankles under the shoulder, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. We're going to get into that cat-cow. Relaxing the spine, dropping it down, pulling up our head and tail, lifting the chin. The fingers are spread wide. Holding this head and tail. Rolling into our cat. Driving the weight through those shoulders into those palms, pressing deep into the mat. And back to our head and tail. And begin into cat. Head and tail. And cat. Bringing the spine to neutral. We're going to curl under the back toes, slowly lifting the knees, and we can push into our first downward dog today. We want to loosen up those legs, finding that soft pedal of the heels. With a slight bend in that left knee, we're going to drive that right heel back into the mat. Bending the right, driving that left heel back. Bending the left, driving that right back. Bending the right, driving the left. Now driving both heels back, cleaning up that downward dog. Drawing the ears through those biceps. Holding that downward dog. From this downward, we're going to shift that weight forward to our plank. Dropping back to the knees. We enter into that tabletop again. We can wiggle those left fingers, being aware of that left hand, wiggle the right toes, finding that right foot. We're going to start out extending that left arm, stretching the fingers forward, and that thumb is raised. Driving weight through that right palm, we're going to lift up that right leg, flexing that foot. The toes are pointed into the body. We're going to inhale, drawing that elbow to the knee, rolling those shoulders forward. And we exhale, driving them back. Let's get it again. Draw them in. Push them back. And again. Drive it back. One more, bring them in and hold. And driving back. Dropping that right knee, that left palm. We'll extend that right arm. Fingers forward, thumb is up. Extending that left leg. The foot is flexed. We find that same movement. Drawing that elbow to knee. Pushing back. Elbow to knee. Pushing back. Elbow to knee. Push them back. One more. Elbow to knee. And we hold. Pushing them back. Dropping that right knee. That right palm. Gathering the breath. We're going to curl under these back toes again. Lifting the knees. Driving those hips back. We can find that downward dog. Just going to heel toe those feet out to the edge of that mat. Driving weight through that left palm. We're going to lift that right. Reaching for that left ankle and we hold. Have a slight bend in the knees. Releasing that ankle, planting that right palm. The weight now through that right palm. We're going to lift that left, reaching for that right ankle. Releasing that ankle, planting that palm, holding that wide stance, crawling the hands back towards the legs. Drawing that chest and head down towards the mat. Hands on the shins, halfway lift, elongate the neck, the crown of the head forward. Forward folded down. And again, finding that wide halfway lift. Fold it down. One more time, finding that halfway. Fold it down. We're going to crawl the hands back forward. Finding that downward dog. Draw those legs back in underneath those hips. From this downward dog, we're going to kick up that right foot, pointing the toes. We're going to swing it through those hands, taking that low runner, dropping that left knee down to the mat, raising the arms up. Letting the top of the foot rest on that mat. We're going to extend that right leg out, bringing the hands down, flexing that foot. Shifting back forward, bringing the hands up. Landing the hands on the mat, curling under the left toes, drawing that knee up into low runner. We can push that back, downward dog. Bringing that left foot up, swinging it through, finding that low runner. We drop that right knee, bringing the hands up, letting the top of the foot rest. We're going to shift that weight back, bringing the hands down, flexing that left foot. And shifting forward, bringing the hands up, curling under the right toes, finding our crescent lunge. Into low runner, bringing it back to downward dog. Gather the breath, holding that downward dog. We're going to find that again. That right foot comes up, swinging it through, dropping that knee, raising up, releasing the toes, driving it back, flexing the foot. Bringing it forward, curling under the toes, low runner. Landing the hands, bringing it back to downward. Left foot up, swinging it through, dropping that knee, raising the hands, flipping the toes, driving it back, flexing the foot. Bringing it forward, curling under the toes, planting the hands, low runner, downward dog. We're going to get it a few more times. Control the breath. Right leg up, bringing it through, dropping the knee, flipping the toes. Pushing the weight back, flexing the foot. And forward. Planting the hands, curling the toes, low runner. Downward dog. Left foot up, swinging it through, dropping that knee, flipping the toes, flexing the foot, bringing it down. And back forward. Planting the hands, curling the toes, low runner, downward dog. One more time. Right leg up. Swinging it through, dropping the knee. Pushing that weight back. Foot is flexed. Forward. Planting the hands, low runner, downward dog. Left leg up. Swinging it through. Keep it going. Flexing the foot. Forward. Low runner. Downward dog. Holding that downward. We're going to slowly walk those feet forward. Coming to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's inhale the arms up. Coming to prayer. Prayer to chest. And release. Grabbing some water. Catching your breath. Hopefully finding that flow on this Friday. Through this flow, we want to set that intention of ending that week strong. Ending the week on that positive note. You're ready, meet me at the front of that mat. We're going to find ourselves a few salutations. Standing nice and tall, finding our strong pose like we started the class. Shoulders rolled back, palms open. We're going to gather our breath. Taking a deep 4-second inhale in. A 6-second exhale out. 4 seconds in. 6 out. One more, 4 in. 6 out. Finding that salutation A, nice and controlled. We inhale the arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Landing the hands on the mat, we step or hop back, high plank, hinging at the torso, dropping the chest, chaturanga, vinyasa up, upward dog. Thighs are off the mat, elbows are tight. Modification, dropping the thighs, having that fully extended cobra. Curling under the toes, we bring it back to downward dog. Gathering the breath. Bending the knees, we can hop or step forward. Finding that halfway lift. Forward fold. Bringing the arms up. Gathering the breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Planting the hands, finding that plank, bringing that chest down, vinyasa upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step, halfway, forward fold, draw them up. fold, halfway, planting the hands, finding our plank, taking it down, upward dog, downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step, halfway, fold, draw it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Planting the hands, finding that plank, taking it down, upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step forward. Halfway. Forward fold. Draw them up. Let's get one more. Fold. Halfway. Planting the hands. Finding plank. Taking it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Draw the arms up. Palms together, elongating that spine. And releasing. Grabbing more water if you need. We're going to find into that salutation B. We're going to take some strong warriors. Finding our flow. We're going to be at the front of that mat again. Drawing those big toes together, finding that gap in the heels. We're going to bend the knees, driving the hips back. Looking down at the toes, you want to see them in front of the knees. We're going to swoop the hands up, finding our chair. Wide arms. From chair, we draw it into prayer. Finding our forward fold. Halfway lift, hands on the shins. Crown of the head forward. Planting our hands, we step or hop into that plank. Chaturanga down, upward dog. We're on the tops of the feet in that upward dog. Curling the toes under, downward dog. With that left foot planted, we lift that right to the sky. We're gonna swing it through those hands. Turning that left foot, toes are to the left. We're gonna lift up into warrior one. As we hold this warrior one, we want that right knee drawn to the right side. That front knee is over that front ankle, and we're on the blade of that left foot. Driving into the back of the mat. Keep those hips lying forward, nice and strong. We're going to turn to the left, finding our warrior two. Flipping that front palm, looking forward. Wrapping that left arm, we can raise into our reverse. We want that pinky down. And back to warrior two. Forward to one. Planting the hands, we can find three-legged. Taking it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot up. Swinging it through, turning out that right. We're on the blade of that right foot. Warrior one, draw that left knee out. Hips going forward. Turning right to warrior two. Looking forward at that front palm, facing up. Wrapping that right. Finding that reverse. Back to warrior two. Forward to one. Planting the hands, three-legged dog. Taking it down and up. Downward dog and we hold. Gather the breath. Bending the knees, hopper step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Finding that chair again. Coming to prayer. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping into that plank. Take it down, vinyasa, upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot up. Swinging it through, turning out that back, warrior one. Nice and strong. Left to two. Finding our reverse. Back to two. Forward to one. Landing the hands. Three-legged. Down and up. Downward dog. Left foot up. Swinging it through. Warrior one. Right to two. Finding our reverse. Right to two. Forward to one. Planting the hands. Three-legged. Down and up. Downward dog. Gather the breath. Bending the knees, hopper step. Halfway lift. Fold. Finding chair. Coming to prayer. It's our last one. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Landing the hands, finding our plank. Take it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot up. Swinging it through. Warrior one. Left to two. Reverse. Back to two. Forward to one. Landing the hands. Three-legged. Down and up. Downward dog. Left foot up. Swinging it through. Warrior one. Right to two. Finding our reverse. Warrior two. Forward to one. Landing the hands. Three-legged dog. Down and up. Downward dog. Dropping to the knees. Shifting the hips back. Finding our child's pose. Gathering the breath. Relaxing the spine. Shifting that weight forward. Curling under the back toes. Taking the hips up. Walk these hands back towards those feet. Finding our forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. And release. Grabbing more water if you need. Shake those legs out, gather your breath. I'm going to be facing you for the remainder of this class, allowing you to see those movements a little more clear. Remember, my right's different from your right, probably. So when you're ready, we're going to take a wide stance, nice wide legs, way past the shoulders. We're going to open the palms at the sides, inhaling the arms up, looking up at those palms, drawing back down. And again, inhaling up, looking up, drawing it back down. One more, looking up, drawing the hands to prayer at that center chest. We're going to take a controlled drop, letting ourselves fall all the way into that squat. Here we go, dropping down slowly. Take it as low as you can, and we hold. Shoulders drawn back. We're going to place the hands on those knees, drawing that right shoulder into that left knee. And back, taking that left to that right. And back. Releasing the knees, we're going to drop that right hand down, holding that squat, looking up at that left palm. Dropping the left, looking up at that right. Dropping it down. We're going to crawl the hands forward, dropping the knees down to that mat. We're going to find ourselves seated from here. The legs are going to be extended forward. Heels off the sides of that mat. Gathering the breath. Straightening the spine. We're going to take the flat of that left foot into that inner thigh, that right leg. Planting the hands on the left side. We're going to twist ourselves back, looking over that left shoulder. Taking a hold. Coming back around. This right leg that's extended, we're going to bend, bringing that right foot into that right hip. So we've got the left knee, the left foot on the right thigh, right foot into right hip. We're going to open the palms, inhaling the arms up. You can exhale them down forward, drop into the forearms, taking it even lower if you can drop to the chest. And we're going to hold here, feeling that left hip open. I want us to find 10 breaths as we hold. Crawling the hands back, lifting ourselves up. We can unbend that right leg and that left. Now taking the flat of that right foot to that left inner thigh. Right knee is to the right side. We're going to plant the hands on that right side, looking over the right shoulder, twisting back. Back to center. We're now going to bend this left leg, bringing that left heel into that left hip, the flat of the right on that left thigh, that right knee out to the right side. Inhaling the arms up. We're going to drop them forward, resting on the forearms or taking it lower. One side's going to be a little bit tighter than the other. We're going to find our 10 breaths. As you can, drop a little lower. Crawling the hands back. Unlocking these legs. We're going to counter those stretches. The legs extended forward. We're going to lay that torso back. We want to open up the arms, finding that T. We're going to inhale the knees up into the chest. Looking over that left shoulder, we're going to slowly drop those knees off to the right side. Bringing those knees back to center, looking up. We're going to look over that right shoulder, slowly dropping those knees off to that left side. Bringing the knees back to center, looking up. We're going to wrap the arms around those knees, drawing them into that chest. We can find a slight rock. Slowly massaging out that lower back. We can take it right to left, forward and back. Now finding that rock, forward and back. When you have enough momentum, bringing those feet forward. We're going to find ourselves seated. coming into our close for our Friday flow. Once we're seated, we're going to bring the hands up onto the knees, bringing that pointer and that thumb together. We're going to close the eyes, finding a deep inhale in through the nose, holding that breath, opening the mouth, exhaling out. Now we're going to find 2 more of these breaths. As we do, we want to draw on that strength, that gratitude for this week ending, that gratitude of the very breath we breathe, finding our own strength. Exhaling out anything negative, holding us back, holding us down. Here we go, finding that inhale in, hold it tight, exhale it out. One more time, inhaling in, hold, exhale it out. Bring the hands to prayer at the center chest. I want to thank you guys for joining me on your Friday. Hopefully finding a little bit of that flow. Hopefully feeling better than when we started. Have a great weekend. Stay positive, stay strong, and I'll see you all on Monday. Namaste.